The other day I called you. I think we're doing coaching or something.
Yes.
And then I'm like, what scenes are these that I'm seeing? I'm asking you, where are you? And you said that you had moved to, I think, to the South Coast.
Yes.
For a month.
Yes.
You know, first I had to say, okay, hold on. Okay, wait. These are the kind of people that we should be living. Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's Mwangi Monday, where we discuss all things governance. It's already the 18th day of January. I have an amazing guest who I'm going to allow to introduce herself, because I always say I know so many things, so I might introduce things that you don't want me to say. So, Njeri, please look into the camera and tell our amazing viewers who you are and karibu.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Pastor Angie. So my name is Yvonne Njeri. I have known Pastor Angie for very many years. And that's why she says she can reveal stuff about me that I might not be very comfortable with. But it's so nice, and so it's such an honor for me to be here. So I am a marketer by profession. I am a mother. I am a daughter. I'm a friend. I love my friends so very much. And I love thinking about doing new things. That's a space where I feel God has called me to. So I like being in spaces which I can be around creativity or creative people and thinking about new ideas and innovation.
Wow, and that's what we're going to talk about.
Yes.
We're going to talk about new thinking and innovation. And also, just to tell our viewers, on the 20th of February, Njeri will be engaging us in the Unstuck Masterclass, which is about new thinking. So she's going to talk about it, but not give out too much, so that you attend the Unstuck Masterclass on the 20th of February. You can look out for the information here.
Yes.
But you know, in terms of new thinking and creativity, Njeri, let me start first at the basic. The other day I called you. I think we're doing coaching or something.
Yes.
And then I'm like, what scenes are these that I'm seeing? I'm asking you, where are you? And you said that you had moved to, I think, to the South Coast.
Yes.
For a month.
Yes.
You know, first I had to say, okay, hold on. Okay, wait. These are the kind of people that we should be living with. This is about governance. Look at this kind of governance. You know, first I had to say, okay, wait a minute. Let's stop coaching. What? Njeri, what? But I thought that's something I'd love to do, but probably would never dare to do. Just why did you do that?
Well, it just occurred to me that this is the once in a lifetime kind of opportunity, or this is the one time where I can actually pack myself and pack my children and go and work from anywhere, and they can do school from anywhere? And we can enjoy ourselves while we're at it. But the most amazing thing, Pastor Angie, that happened to me when I was there is I found, because I was in this space, and I've just said I enjoy being in a creative space. So I was surrounded by nature. I could hear the ocean in the background. I was, I think, at my most productive that 1 month I was away. So I'm so glad that I was able to do it. And I know this has been such a tough time. The pandemic has been such a tough time. But for me, I feel like God was able to carve for me a really special time. And of course, I was able to bond with my children. I learned to play video games that I'd never known of before. Anybody know Among Us? So it was really exciting, and I had such a good time.
Wow. And how old are your kids?
My children are 13. I have a daughter who's 13 and a son who is 11.
Imagine. But that must have been such an amazing. You know, when now I even stopped the coaching. I was like, okay, now take me on a tour. Show me the place. They're on their computers. There's a pool.
Yes.
That must have been very engaging. And I think for me, because it's also governance. It's governance that you've given your children a very important lesson that we can get up and go.
Yes. We can, and actually we started thinking about it, that because one of our family values is travel and new experiences. So we actually said, you know, we can actually do this as part of our new experiences. So perhaps, maybe, God willing, next year, we can actually pack up again and do school and work, where our friends are in the States. Why not? Maybe we can do it in Philippines, maybe we can do it in Malaysia. It's opened such a new door for me as well. I think just being able to do it has made me see that I can do many other new things.
And I like, you're the kind of, you know, everyone needs, there's some kind of friends you need. You're one of the kind of friends we would need. Because now I'm like, okay, where am I going for a month? I got to go somewhere for a month, because now you can do life from anywhere. I've had lots of stories of people relocating, you know, to Watamu, Kilifi, wherever, different places, because their kids are going on school online. They're working online. Some are even doing business. So you can live anywhere. You can actually live anywhere, not only in this country, but on the continent. Really? I think it's important. Yeah, instead of having just boring, mundane lives.
Yeah.
Spice it up a little bit.
I agree.
It must have been hard to come back.
Yes and no, by the way. So again, because life has become so global and we can do whatever we want from wherever we want. Coming back was actually refreshing because we had taken the time out to feel the change we needed. So when we came back, we're like, oh, we'd missed our neighbors, we'd missed going to Carrefour, so it was good as well. Yeah, we just felt like we had had a break.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I've got to bring it to something else that you said.
Yeah.
You talked about family values. So how did you and your family sit down to create family values?
Okay, so this was actually a tip that was given by one of our very good friends who's a psychologist. And she said, you guys need to do a family mission statement. Wow. So come together of our family meetings. So we also have, not so regular, but I would love for them to be regular, just sit downs where I talk with the children and they also talk with me, and we just say, this is what we want to do. Or if there's anything that hasn't been happening well, like for me, they're always complaining about bedtime. They want to push it to be a little bit later. I know. Me, I'm so happy to go to bed early.
Yeah.
But so during one of the family meetings, we came back and we said, okay, so everybody say, what is your value? What do you like most? So Modoni said what she likes most, being with her friends, spending time with family, having me time. That was interesting for me to hear. Mara also said, he likes spending time with friends, playing games, which we know. For me, it was also about new experiences and adventures. So out of that, we're able to come up with a mission statement for the family. And what that is doing for us is just giving us a guide on how we want to be, how we want to be, who we are. And so anytime in the future, like when we want to make a decision, we come back and say, is this fitting in our mission statement?
And
yes,
in our
no.
values.
Yeah, and it's not like big decisions. Like recently, my son wanted to get a cat for a pet. And my daughter has a dog. So it was a bit of
is that going to be a bit of a clash?
I think it is already. But because one of the values we have is love and love of pets, it's actually in there, we agreed and we said we're going to support him. So he has a cat called Jack. And we have a
cat called Jack. Okay,
Jack.
We'll just leave it
I
there.
I know. So we're seeing how that goes, but that's what it does. It helps work like a blueprint.
That's very important. I think it's important because I've always said that, we even have strategies for organizations, but we don't necessarily have a strategy for our own lives or for the family. So sitting down, having a family meeting, coming up with family values, I think it's very important.
Yes.
Because even as you grow, because children also change as they grow, you can always come back to the family values.
Yes.
You actually have something. It's almost a yardstick of saying, is this in our family values?
Yes.
What do we value?
Yeah.
This is our statement, and this is either in line or not in line with the statement. I think that's really important on such an important governance Monday. I think that's edified my spirit.
Yeah.
And it's spoken to me, and I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere for a month. Because I'm alone. I can just get up and go. I think it's important. Sometimes we don't do adventure just because, or we complain about things being the same. Because I remember you said you looked at the cost and it was almost the cost of like a monthly, you looked at your monthly cost. Yeah. It didn't shift.
It didn't.
What shifted was just I'm in a new place.
Yeah.
And it gave everybody a new experience. Yeah. So I really challenge you out there, please do something, Some of us are always complaining, our lives are the same, they are boring. Yeah, you're in charge. Yeah. Get up and do something that's different. Go somewhere, relocate for a month, and have a great time. And now we're not limited by anything. The world has gone global, everything is online. We can do what we need to do, and we can have fun doing it. And you can just calculate it so that your expenses remain the same, and you don't have anything that you're overexpending, and just have a great time when you're out there.
Correct.
That's amazing. Wow. Thank you so much, Njeri. You're watching Mwangi Monday. We'll be back. New thinking, new ideas, and innovation. God bless you.